continues to strike Hamas in Gaza, and fire exchanges with the Hezbollah continue to pierce the Lebanon border. Republic continues to be the only Indian channel to report from Israel-Lebanon border. Take a look at this report sent by our colleague Alisha Nair from the Lebanon border.
Amid the conflict in the Gaza Strip, tension has flared along the border between Israel and Lebanon with exchange of fire between Israeli forces and Hezbollah. And at least we know the information that we got that at least 43 Hezbollah members have been killed since the outbreak of the clash between the two sides along the borderline on October 7. So now the border tension comes as Israel continue its relentless airstrike on the Gaza Strip following a cross-border attack by Hamas into Israel territory. As we have been reporting, and the only channel who have been reporting from the Lebanon border, I'll just show you the visuals. I'm also joined with Lav, who can give the information about it. But we show that the gates have been closed, and there are the people around here have been evacuated towards a safer place, because there were constant airstrike that has been coming from the Lebanon border as well. Lav, if you can give information about it, as we know that the conflict that started, the war that was started between Hamas and Israel, and now there is also a strike that has been coming in from the Lebanon border.
Their just border is here. We are very close to Metula, to the Lebanese border. Hezbollah is 10 times stronger than the Hamas. And also it is much more a proxy of Iran than the Hamas organization. So at the beginning there was a question if clashes will start, but now we have like a few dozen Hezbollah soldiers that have been killed. Unfortunately, also some of our soldiers were killed. And the big question now, if the war will be only with Hamas or also with Hezbollah. We know that the American Navy is here in Israel. The Navy did not come.
The hostage crisis from the Israel-Hamas war continues to rattle Israelis as residents of Israeli kibbutz Kfar Aza gathered outside the defense ministry in Tel Aviv and demanded release of Hamas hostages. Holding placards and pictures of the kidnapped family members, the protesters demanded release of their loved ones. Here's a detailed report.
As Israel escalates attack on Hamas, more than 200 people remain in Hamas captivity. In the hope of their return, families of Israeli hostages kidnapped by Hamas terrorists rallied on Thursday outside the defense ministry in Tel Aviv, demanding their safe release. One of the protesters, Edo Shamris, called for the immediate release of his brother, who was kidnapped from kibbutz Kfar Aza, close to the border with Gaza Strip on October 7.
I want my brother back now. I want him safe. I want to make sure that he's taken care of. I want to know what his condition. I want him now. Bring all the kidnapped people now to Israel, now.
Dozens of families from the embattled village shouted Kfar Aza asks to bring back the hostages, holding the portraits of their loved ones. Simona Steinbrecher recalled with tears the last call from her daughter Doron, who asked her mother to help her before Hamas terrorists kidnapped her, along with at least 16 others from their kibbutz.
10:30 in the morning, it was the last time that we heard her. She phoned me and she was screaming and afraid and crying, "Mommy, Mommy, they came to take us. Help me, Mommy." But I can't go to help her because all the place was with Hamas.
Dozens of people were killed and others were taken hostage at the kibbutz, which was the site of one of the largest massacres. Agency report, Republic TV.
In a new development to the ongoing Israel-Hamas war, days after meeting the Hezbollah, Hamas is now all set to visit Russia amid the ongoing war. Take a look at this detailed report.
The Russian Foreign Ministry has said that Hamas representatives are visiting Moscow. Russian Foreign Ministry spokesperson Maria Zakharova said that at Thursday's briefing, representatives of Hamas are currently visiting Moscow.
Я также могу сказать и подтвердить, что представители соответствующего палестинского движения находятся с визитом в Москве. Что касается контактов, то дополнительно вас проинформируем.
The state RIA Novosti news agency said that the Hamas delegation is led by a member of the group's political wing, Musa Abu Marzouk.
На сегодняшний день в наше диппредставительство с просьбой эвакуации из анклава обратилось около 1000 граждан России и стран СНГ. По указанию президента России реализуется комплекс мер по организации скорейшего безопасного вывоза обратившихся за помощью соотечественников. Уже сформирован межведомственный оперативный штаб, мобилизованы необходимые для эвакуации силы и средства. Мы плотно взаимодействуем с израильскими, египетскими, палестинскими властями, с профильными международными организациями.
This meeting comes 2 days after Hamas leaders held meet with Hezbollah leadership. Agency report for Republic TV.